Rita, you are a darling.
What good's having your best friend work in a bank if you're going to have to stand in line to cash a payroll check?
I thank you. My mechanic thanks you. My landlord thanks you, too.
You know, Julia, you really have a very interesting palm.
Would you care to cross it with some more...
I mean it, but look at mine.
Well, I don't see anything.
There's nothing to see. No man, no marriage.
Rita, don't tell me you've been to another fortune teller.
Not a fortune teller, honey, a palm reader. Palmistry is very scientific. It's not like the tea leaves of cards. No two palms are exactly alike.
No two tea leaves either.
My marriage line is so faint. Madam Hazel told me I might as well just wash it off.
One of these days, Mr. Wright is going to walk into your life, and the only marriage line you'll need is I do.
You really think so? Mm-hmm. What makes you so sure?
I read it in your horoscope this morning.
Come on, Myrtle! Hurry up! Go! Hooray! That's $1 million you owe me. Well, I'm not going to pay it. Oh, no? No, Earl J. Wagadorn. It wasn't a fair race. Why not? Because Myrtle's got lots more house to carry than Wimpy does. Yeah, but she's got lots longer legs, too. So it was fair. Was not.
I'll be so glad to get my car back from the shop tomorrow.
Only until you see your bill.
Thanks for the lift, Ted. It's so handy having you around the plant.
Hold it, nurse lady. I'm not running a free taxi service, you know.
And keep the change.
You're not much of a tipper.
You'll just have to find yourself another fare, Mr. Newman. See you Saturday night.
I'll keep my meter running.
Okay, so I owe you $2 million. Yeah, and this time you better pay me. Hi, Mom.
Hi. Mwah! If you want to borrow $2 million, you're out of luck. Hi, Earl.
Hi. I don't want anything honest. He's got what he wants. He just wants to keep her.
Her?
Myrtle. Isn't she beautiful, Mom?
That's not the first word that comes to mind, Corey. Where'd you get Myrtle?
He found her. Can I keep her, Mom? Please, please?
We'll talk about that later, Corey.
At my house, that always means no.
Mom,
I
said later, Corey.
Can we talk about something else now?
What is it?
There's a lady up in your apartment having a baby.
What?
She is not. She isn't even married. I don't care. Her eyes look glassy, just like my mom did before she got hers.
Who is she, Corey?
Miss Hopkins from the bank.
I didn't think it could happen, Julia. Not to me, not to anyone, but it has to me.
Well, I'm happy for you, Rita, but I'd be much happier if you'd just tell me what happened.
I've read about it, heard about it, but I never really believed in it until today.
Believed in what?
Love at first sight.
Oh, you're kidding.
He walked into the bank just before closing time. He's like a Greek god. Black, beautiful. And when he smiled at me, bells went off just like it was a holdup.
Are you sure it wasn't a false alarm?
What it was purely heaven.
I hate to be the one to bring you down to earth, Rita, but he might be married.
No, he's not. I looked up his account.
He could be engaged.
Engagements can be broken.
Be careful. So can hearts.
Julia, you've just got to help me meet him.
Oh, me? Why me?
'Cause he works at Astrospace, and he makes good money. He deposited his whole payroll check.
Don't tell me his name is,
I've got to tell you his name, otherwise how are you going to help me?
Okay, what is it?
Leroy L. Thorpe, Jr. Isn't that purely poetic?
Oh, it's positively Edgar Guesty. It sounds Greek.
Then you'll help me, Julia.
Oh, help you? Rita, I'll help you get him right in the palm of your little hand.
Thorpe, sure I treated him for something once. Why does that name ring a bell?
I don't know, but it rang one for Rita, too.
The first time I fell in love at first sight was with a school doctor. I was 7 and he was 61. Then he fitted me for glasses and it was all over.
Bingo! Leroy L. Thorpe, Jr. Computer section. And you're right, Hannah. You did treat him. His hand.
Of course! Leroy!
Yes? Yes? Can I help you with something?
Mr. Thorpe, I'm Julia Baker. We're updating our files here at the clinic. I wonder if you'd mind answering a few questions?
We'll be glad to.
Thank you. Mr. Thorpe, when was the last time you saw your dentist?
Sunday at church. Well, for treatment, January the 1st.
You remember the exact date?
Distinctly. I welcomed in the new year alone. I was watching Guy Lombardo with an impacted wisdom tooth.
Oh, you poor man.
You don't like Guy Lombardo?
Have you put on any weight lately?
Well, this morning I put on some heavy woolen socks. Otherwise, I don't think so.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thorpe. By the way, didn't I see you in the bank yesterday?
No, I'm sure you didn't.
I could have sworn I did. You know, since it was payday.
No, it couldn't have been me. I had a friend deposit my check.
A friend?
He works here, too. Maybe you saw him. Ted Newman.
Ted Newman?
Uh-huh. People are always getting us mixed up.
Nurse lady, tell me you're putting me off.
Ted, stop laughing.
Why?
Because love at first sight isn't funny. Can't you understand Rita is serious about you?
Oh, she can't be. She doesn't even know my name.
What can I possibly say to her?
Well, for openers, tell her I'm very flattered, even sympathetic. But there's this cheeky little nurse that I'm interested in.
Oh, you know how that will sound.
Honey, it'll sound fine. The truth always has a nice ring to it.
She'll think I took one look at you and decided to keep you all to myself.
All right. Then tell her that I took one look at you and decided to keep you all to myself.
That won't close the account either. She can't cash a blank check.
Well, I can't countersign for her.
You don't have to. All you have to do is date her.
Date her? What for?
For me. It's the perfect way of letting her down gently. There's always the chance she won't like you. And that would be the beginning of the end.
Julia, you are the living end. How did you ever manage a double date?
Bribery, cajolery, and brute force.
And my guy's name is actually Ted Newman?
That's right. And I'll be going with the real Leroy.
Ted Newman? Ted? Mrs. Ted Newman. Oh, that's purely poetry. I just know something is going to come of all this.
Well, Rita, I wouldn't want you to be disappointed. Remember what your palm said.
Oh, don't fret about that, honey. I went back to Madam Hazel and told her what happened. So she read my right hand, and sure enough found it. It's all right there.
What is?
A man, a proposal, and marriage.
All right, first run hot water. Lots of it. Never mind the screaming. Ignore it. Now, do you have that long screwdriver handy? Good. Probe the throat with it. Ram it around good in there. Well, you have to dislodge whatever is choking it. All right. Call me back.
What is it, Hannah?
Their garbage disposal. It stopped up again.
I had no idea your nursing school included a course in garbage disposal repair.
When I went to nursing school, honey, the only garbage disposals that have been invented were the billy goat and the pig.
Oh. Then how did you learn so much about the care and feeding of the modern gadgets?
For 3 months, I dated a master plumber.
Only 3 months?
Yes, it took that long for it to wear off.
For what to wear off?
A severe case of love at first sight. It was an emergency. Stopped up washing machine. The water had backed up. Suds all over the place. Then he came roaring up on a motorcycle. So handsome, so gallant. As he strode through the suds, brandishing his wrench and his snake, I fell like a ton of white lead.
You really thought it was love?
I should have known better at my age. I I've been in love at first sight at least 15 times.
Are you serious?
Not anymore. But I thought I was at the time. Every time. Unfortunately, it's an emotion that never lasts, Julia. Unless you happen to be Dante.
Why not?
Because it never ends there. You always get that second look, or third, or some other look farther down the line that disappoints you. Why are you looking like that?
Believe me, Hannah Yarby, it's not because I'm disappointed.
You want me to be the world's most disappointing date?
Right. Can you do it?
That goes against all my natural instincts.
Ted, it's important.
Why?
So that Rita's second look at you is her last.
Oh.
It's like Romeo and Juliet. At the dance, she fell in love with him at first sight. But if he had stumbled around under that balcony and tripped over the patio furniture the second time she saw him...
He would have blown his image.
Right. You'll do it?
You bring the patio furniture.
Do you and Ted work together at Astrospace?
Oh, no. He's a designer. I only work in the computer section.
Leroy, don't be so modest. What you do is vital. The whole space program depends on computers.
What exactly do you do?
Well, mainly I make sure they're all plugged in.
Well, that is important.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
What I can't understand is if Ted got tied up somewhere, why he hasn't called.
If he got tied up in traffic, there would be no phone.
I just hope he gets here before this beautiful orchid wilts.
Shouldn't be any problem there. The floor said it would keep for about a week.
Oh.
It's him.
I certainly hope so.
Hi, Julia. Leroy. Ah, and you must be Rita.
Yes, I must be Rita, and you must be Ned Tooman. Ed Noonan. Fred Neiman.
Just call me Ted. Well, is everybody ready to go?
Everybody but you, where's your tux?
Well, I told my maid to give it to the cleaner, but she said it didn't fit the cleaner, so she gave it to the milkman.
Oh, it really doesn't matter.
No, but at this hour, we can forget our dinner reservations.
Don't worry about a thing, brother. I know a great little night spot just outside of San Diego.
San Diego?
But that'll take hours.
I know a shortcut. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't bring a corsage for you, but there's a flower box just downstairs, and I'll pick you a fresh one.
Oh, that would be lovely, Ned. Ted.
I know a shortcut, the man said. Does that include scaling the wall?
I guess I made a wrong turn somewhere.
Don't guess. I told you 30 miles back, you made a wrong turn.
Well, anybody can make a mistake. We do it at the bank all the time.
Oh.
In any case, there's no point in just sitting here.
I'm afraid there is. I'm out of gas.
Huh? Just my luck. The first time the man runs out of gas, I'm on a double date.
I can guarantee you at least one thing. You're all gonna love the Purple Pelican Club.
So much for your guarantees.
I don't know about anyone else, but my stomach feels like my mouth has been condemned too. Why don't we find some place around here to eat?
The only thing close is a hot dog stand.
I can dig it. Chili dogs really turn me on.
Well, freezing turns me off. Would you mind putting up your top, please? That is, if it works.
No problem there.
problems there. Ow!
What is it, honey? What's wrong?
I can't straighten up. It's my trick back.
Trick back? I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's like a trick knee, only the trick's in the back.
Yes, it's very common, really. I've treated many of them.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to drive home, Leroy.
You don't have to be afraid. I'm a good driver. I just have to clean my glasses first so I can see.
And I'm gonna have to sit in the back seat with the nurse.
What for?
Well, so I can work on his back. Otherwise, he won't be able to take you home.
Oh. Well, come on, Leroy, move.
Easy. Just easy.
Roy, careful. Oh, let's get out very carefully.
All right, now watch my back. I mean, his back. All right, now watch your fingers. Watch your step. Watch your hand. Easy. Come on. It's all right. Come on now. Just a step. Watch your foot. Come on. Okay, let me get it.
Don't stand up straight.
My coach caught. Come on. Your hand. Okay, watch your fingers. Okay, how do you feel?
I hope you don't mind seeing Rita home, Leroy.
No, not at all. Her pleasure. My pleasure.
And it was very nice meeting you, Rita.
Oh, it was fun, Ted. I hope we can do it again sometime.
Yeah.
Yes, and soon. Right now, I better get Ted inside before it's too late to call Dr. Chegley. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Well, there they go. You can straighten up now.
That's what you think.
What?
I pulled something stupid out of the car and I can't move.
Oh, Ted. Ted. Rita, at this hour?
Girl, am I ever glad you were still up. You're never gonna guess what happened.
I'm not even gonna try.
When you hear, you will never knock palmistry again.
Rita, this is no time to discuss my feelings on fortune-telling.
Leroy proposed. Can you imagine that?
Just barely.
He even got down on one knee to do it.
Oh, Rita, that's wonderful. Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations? For what? I told him no, I can't stand it.
Oh, Rita, you sure you're not making a mistake? I mean, Leroy is really a very good catch.
Oh, no, you don't, Julia Baker. You're not gonna stick me with your deadbeat date. I've got my eyes set.
It's still Ted Newman, huh?
Yeah, he's my kind of guy. He has style, not like Leroy and that bunch of conservative clowns I work with at the bank. Besides, Ted is purely beautiful to look at.
But that's all on the surface, Rita. Now take away those big brown eyes and that dazzling smile, and you've got a man with a trick back.
I'd take him even in traction.
Oh, I don't know why. He was late tonight, he was lost tonight, and he was broke tonight.
I didn't mind paying for our chili dog.
Rita, he could be a born loser.
Look, Julia, nobody's asking you to like him.
Oh. Now what is it?
Oh, it's just so funny. I came over here to tell you about Leroy and to warn you.
Warn me about what?
Well, once or twice I thought I saw you look at Teddy like you had eyes for him, and I was going to warn you off. But, girl, after listening to you chop him down, I know now you couldn't care less.
You're right. That is funny.
Come on, Julia, think. What can I do to make sure that Rita's third look is her last?
It would be so simple if you could just do a good Leroy impersonation.
Clumsy.
Leroy? I didn't think so. He might be a bit awkward.
I meant you. That's my toe you're stepping on.
I am not. is cutting in on my guy.
Oh, get him off.